Good morning, ladies. I am going to give just a few minutes because I know that not everyone is going to be on exactly at 9 o'clock. So when you get in here, make sure that you comment your name. Let me know where you're coming from. Just give me some hearts if you want to. Just something to let me know that you are here and that you hear me. So I will give a few minutes for everyone to kind of trickle in before we get started. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Megan Dashley, and I'm super excited to be asked to be here by your uplines. I absolutely adore them, so I'm excited. I'm excited to be in the Y Girl Nation right now. Michigan, awesome. I'm from Ohio, so you guys aren't too far from me. Hey, girlfriend. I'm excited to be here, Lauren. Soup's excited. So yeah, as everyone starts to trickle in, I will get started. I don't want anyone to miss the juice and the deets. So, as you come in, drop your name, drop where you're from, and let's see, let me get another time source. Oh, you are so welcome, girl. You know I love you guys. Okay, so I'll give it maybe like another minute or two. Good morning. All right, yeah, now everyone's starting to trickle in. So, yeah. Good morning, lots of Michigan ladies. You guys are probably all from Michigan. Goodness. So if you see me looking at notes today, I have some stats that I want to share. Hello, Heather. So, and that's just to keep me on track because I can ramble and ramble and ramble. Yay, Ohio ladies. Born and raised in Ohio right here. So, love me some OH. Okay. Oh yeah, Indiana. We got the whole tri-state covered. We need to have like a training caravan that goes like Indiana, Ohio, Michigan. Probably some Kentucky too. So I don't want to waste any more of you guys' morning. So I am probably just going to go ahead and get started. People can come back and rewatch the replay. But for those of you that don't know me, I am Megan Dashley, and I am an exclusive Black status leader, along with Heather and Lauren, and Kelly. Can't forget Kelly. I joined June 1st of 2014. And most of you guys, if you have followed my story, you know that I was stuck for a very, very long time at Green. And I know a lot of people are like, man, I would give anything to be stuck at Green. But for someone who was driven and motivated like myself, Green was not enough for me. And so it took a lot of things within myself and a lot of soul searching and digging to figure out why I was stuck, how I was going to get unstuck, and what I learned through the process. So I'm going to be digging a little bit more in depth on that, as well as what I was able to do to overcome it and what you guys can take away today to overcome those same issues that you're having. So basically today, what if I told you that no matter where you are in your business, whether you are stuck, whether you are unhappy with your results, no matter where you are right now, that you're going to be a Black status leader? Would you believe me? So give me some emojis, drop some emojis. Are you happy with where you are in your business? Are you comfortable with where you are in your business, or do you want more? Because that's what we're going to be uncovering today. And I am here to tell you that no matter what you are going through in your business, no matter what status you are, you will be a Black status leader. And I want you guys to really listen to that and hear what I'm saying. You will. Not you can. Try. You might be. Not we'll see. You will be a Black status leader, okay? We all have a different journey. We all have a different starting point. We all have a different midpoint. We all have a different time frame. But you can and you will be a Black status leader. So I am going to share how we can overcome any obstacle in order to get there. So by the end of this training, I want you guys to understand and fully capable that you are the only one that can control your success. You and only you are in the driver's seat. So going back to my story, just to give you some background, I was not a very outgoing person as a child. I was actually the younger sibling. I was the chubby girl. I was the chubby sibling. I wasn't good at sports. I wasn't outgoing. I didn't really have a sense of humor. I liked being with my mom. I was a homebody. I felt safe being at home with my mom. I was never the person that wanted to be the center of attention. I never wanted to be in the forefront. And I honestly felt like I was a jack of all trades and master of none. I did a lot of things in order to try to be successful, and I never really found my niche. So I just kind of felt like the person that was just kind of right here, like not really doing anything really well, but just kind of doing stuff. So for me to be in this business and to be where I have gotten today has been a complete life changer. My family to this day will still be like, I cannot believe that you, little Megan, that was scared of people, is doing live videos for all of the internet to see. What you see of my videos now is not who I was then. This process and this journey has been a complete growth process for me. And I honestly believe that everything that I went through in my life, my struggles with eating disorders, my lack of self-esteem, my lack of self-worth, led me to where I am so that I could be capable of using this platform to its fullest. So I honestly believe, and I am obsessively grateful for what I have been through, because I know that it was preparing me for this platform. It was preparing me to be able to use my story to impact others and be able to reach people on a different level than just getting them paid and getting them to the status that they want. It's about impacting people here. So I started June 1st, like I told you guys. And my girlfriend, Kylie Riegler, she is my sponsor. She's my best friend. And she started the month before me. Her sponsor started the month before her. Karen Newton, if you guys are familiar with that name, she started within 3 days of me. So I was starting with all of these people around me at the same exact time, within a month of each other, days of each other. And we were all running together. So I was seeing Liz promote. I was seeing Kylie promote. I saw Kara running. If you know Melissa Salomon, she was running with us. So I was running with all of these people, and they're promoting, and I was able to get to green within 3 months, which is a huge accomplishment, and it may take some people longer than 3 months. Some people can do it in 1 month, some 3, some it takes 2 years to get to green. But I didn't know any better, so I felt like that was just the norm. I was running with them. But then they continued to promote, and I was stuck. I was stuck there. And I automatically started comparing myself. So I'm probably going to be all over the board with all of these things, but I just want you to know that when you start comparing yourself, you are halting your success. What, babe?
Do we have oranges?
Yes, we do, but you're going to have to ask Daddy for help if you need any, okay? Mommy's talking right now.
We do.
We do have oranges, yes.
The little?
1 second. Hey, can you go ask Daddy? Okay. So, backtrack. When you start comparing yourself, you are halting your success. What you are internally saying is, well, she's more popular than me. She has a better network than me. She's outgoing. She's better at makeup. She's promoting faster. Basically, what you are telling yourself is, I am not pretty. I am not good with makeup. I am not capable. I'm not worthy. You are telling yourself that by comparing yourself. So if you feel like you are comparing yourself to someone else's success right now, I need you to take a step back, pan out, and look at laser focus on your success. What small wins have you made to get you where you are today? Have you done something out of your comfort zone that you would have never done before prior to Unique? That is a win. You have done something that you were not capable of before. And you need to be applauding yourself for that instead of comparing yourself to other people, because they are not you. They will never be you. There was only one you. And you are in control right here with whether or not you are advancing or whether or not you are being stuck. So what I was doing was I was comparing myself. I was comparing myself and telling myself that I wasn't capable of going further. And it kept me there because God knew that I was not ready to go further. If I was still in that comparison mode, I was not ready to be the leader that I needed to be. I was not ready for what was to come by advancing further into this company. And I had to grow first in order to grow forward. I had to internalize and take a look at what I was doing in order to move forward. So your mindset is going to be key, okay? There's a lot of things that I say are key. Mindset is definitely one of them. I did not do personal development before I started Unique. I had no idea what personal development was when I started. And it has become clutch because you guys know that we're a different type of breed. Okay? Entrepreneurs are a different kind of spirit. We are a different just type of person. And what we do is different from what a lot of people do in their 9-to-5 jobs. So that alone, you need that mindset to be able to overcome what the uneducated on the entrepreneurial spirit, the people out there that don't understand it, you need to be able to overcome that. So working on yourself and personal development is going to strengthen your belief in yourself. It's going to strengthen your mindset. And it's going to give you the opportunity to do things that you have never done. Because when you're feeding yourself that good, positive knowledge, and you're feeding yourself positive affirmations, you're filling yourself with good stuff. And the more you tell yourself that you can and you will do something, the more you begin to believe it. So I used to say, fake it till you make it. If you fake it till you make it enough, you become that. You create that for yourself. So you and only you can believe in yourself. You can't look for outside sources to be able to be the ones to believe in you. You have to believe in you. And the more you do it, and the more you put it out there on your Facebook page that this is what I'm doing, this is where I am going to be, and this is why I am doing it. I talk about my why all the time on my Facebook page. I talk about my goals. I talk about where I see my family in 4, 5, 10 years from now. Because I am putting that out into the universe. I am putting it out there so that people see that I am growing and I am working towards something. And the more they start to see that, and they see you actually checking them off, that is when they have a light bulb moment. But you have to be able to believe in yourself right here from the get-go. You are the only one that can control your success. And you have to believe without a doubt that you can and you will succeed. No one can do it for you. No one can want it for you. Your sponsor cannot do it for you or want it for you. You have to believe it. You have to know in your mind that you are capable and that you are worthy and that you're beautiful and that you're smart and that no matter what your past circumstances are, this is your chance to do what you need to be done, what you need to do, and what your God-given purpose was. You have to utilize this platform that you have been given to its fullest. It would be very, very selfish of me to not use my voice that I have been given through this opportunity. You have to believe in yourself before you can get anywhere. You have to believe in yourself before you can believe in someone else. So if you are not sponsoring, look inside yourself. Do you believe in yourself? You have to believe in yourself before you can believe in a teammate. So you need to really internalize and look at, what are you saying to yourself? The things that you say to yourself in your head, would you let your boyfriend, husband, sister, mom, dad, best friend, would you let them say that to you? No. Half the stuff that we tell ourselves in our head is completely bogus. And when you put it that way, would I let my husband tell me, you are so fat and disgusting? Like, sometimes when I look I'm going to be very vulnerable and very real right now. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I still say that to myself. I didn't think I was going to cry today. Why would I say that to myself when I would not let my husband tell me that? If that came from my husband, that would hurt. But yet when I say it to myself, all of a sudden it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's okay when you say it to yourself. But when you switch it around and say, would I let my husband say that to me? Would I let my mom say that to me? Would I let my best friend say that to me? No. So you need to take a step back and look at what you are feeding yourself in your brain, okay? So that was not in the script. That was just totally out in Megan land. So you need to be working on your personal development. You need to be working on your mindset, because you are the only one that can achieve this, and you are the only one that can believe in yourself. So before you get out of bed in the morning, before your feet even hit the ground, you need to say, I am blank, and I am a blank status leader. And I'm not talking about what you are right now. I'm talking about what you want to be. And I can't speak for everyone in this group, but I bet all of you guys want to be black status leaders. So I am going to tell you right now, before you get out of bed, this is something that I did when I was going through the process. I am Megan Dashley, and I am a black status leader. I am Megan Dashley, and I am a black status leader. You're not going to try. You're not going to see. Not maybe. You are. So put that all over. Put a picture of the charm on the back of your phone. Put it where you can see it all the time. Tell yourself positive affirmations all the time. Because mindset is something that we talk about, but it's not something that we make a habitual thing within our teams. And that's something that I'm really working on with my team, is we have to be in the habit of being conscientious of what we are saying to ourselves and our belief in ourselves. So that is the most important thing. Remind yourself every single day that you are a black status leader. Every black status leader was once a white status leader that never gave up. That is one of my favorite quotes to say, because it is so true. We've been at 0. We've been at white. We've been at yellow. We've been at pink. We just didn't give up. So that kind of goes to my next thing. Consistency. I was stuck at green for 8 months. I was working hard. I was busting my butt. I was doing the same exact things as Kylie. I was doing the same exact thing as Liz. I was actually going to them saying, what do I need to do? What am I not doing? Why am I stuck? Why are you guys continuing to grow and I am not? So that kind of, I stayed consistent, and I didn't understand the process, but I knew that I had to keep putting one foot in front of the other. It wasn't going to happen on its own. It wasn't going to happen overnight for me. I knew that I had to continue putting in the work. Even if I wasn't seeing the results, I had to wake up and go through the motions again. I had to keep pushing harder. So in those 8 months, I continued to push, and I continued to push. I continue to sponsor on average 4 presenters a month, which, I mean, I'm not super proud of that number. There were some months where I sponsored like 10, 12, 13 people. So I'm not super proud of that number, but I continued to be consistent. There wasn't months where I didn't recruit anyone. I stayed consistent. I was booking parties. I was selling the products. I was reaching out actively to people. I continued to stay in the motions. And then when I felt like I couldn't go on anymore, that's when I had a breakthrough. I stayed consistent for 8 months, and then it happened. If I hadn't have continued, I wouldn't be where I am today. What happened in those 8 months was I was realizing what I needed to be as a person to be the best leader I could be, what I needed to do during those hard times to be the best leader for my team. I needed to be able to be stuck to understand how it felt to be stuck. I needed to know how that felt and know all the emotions that go with being stuck so that I could use that platform to help my team when they were stuck. I needed to feel it. I needed to feel the raw, pissed off, angry, upset, why me, all the flood of emotions that happen when you feel like you're working and you're not getting anywhere. I needed to feel that so that I could help them through their stuck. So I'm gonna share some numbers with you because sponsoring is just so important to growing your business. And in one of the classes at convention, Micah Jenkins actually said, if you knew that in Wrigley Field there was $1 million under one of those seats, would you uncover every single seat in that entire stadium until you found that $1 million? Yes. You would not stop. You would not just look at 10 seats and be like, I'm done, this is exhausting. If you knew that there was $1 million, no ifs, ands, or buts, somewhere in that stadium was $1 million under the seats, you would flip every stinking seat. And the same thing goes for sponsoring. When you feel like you can't go on anymore and that you've sponsored and sponsored and sponsored and you're not finding any rock stars, one more. You just need one more. And then after that, you just need one more. The people that I have sponsored have changed my business. The people that I just said, I just need one more person, and maybe it'll be my rock star. Those are the people that I am grateful for because they got me to black status. They got me to where I am today. They have changed my life, and I will forever be grateful for that. And I will forever make sure that I am changing their life. So it took me 6 recruits to find one of my girls, Nicole. She's blue. She's gone in and out of her business. She's dealt with anxiety. She wasn't sure where she fit into this whole business. But she sponsored a girl named Lisa. Lisa is one of my first gen elites. She is one of the elites that was able to get me to black status. And she is one of the most consistent people on my team. It took her a long time to get to green, but she has hit consistently, and now she is orange. Now after that, it took me 24 more personally enrolled presenters. 24, okay? 24, to find my next elite. And even then, it took time to get her there. It took time to get her to where she needed to be because her journey is different from everyone else's. Everyone else has a different learning style, a different personality, and a different journey, and a different network. So it took me 24 girls to find my elite Sarah. And from there, now she has an elite. So you never know. It took me 3 more to find Lorenda. I'm sure you guys know who Lorenda Eddy is. It took me, let's see, she was my 33rd sponsored. 33 people to find Lorenda. So that was 3 more past Sarah. Lorenda is black status. She was my first personally sponsored black status. And she has completely changed my business. But if I hadn't have continued on and said, okay, I got to Sarah, one more. I just need one more person. If I had given up at 32 people, I wouldn't have Lorenda on my team. I wouldn't be black status. I wouldn't have what I have. But I continued on. So I found Lorenda. And she faced a lot of criticism and she faced a lot of negativity in the beginning. And I could have just let her say, I give up. I'm throwing in the towel. But I had been there. I had dealt with negativity. I had overcome that. So I was able to impact her because I had felt that before. So where you are right now, you are feeling the emotions that you are feeling, and you are feeling that stuckness, and you are feeling those those feelings, because you are going to be able to use those to impact your team when they feel that way. So she could have thrown in the towel, but she didn't, because I was able to help her through that. It took 8 more to find Christina McKeon. Christina watched me for 8 months before she joined. I knew her for years, and she watched and she watched, and she gave me every excuse in the book. And she is my second personally sponsored Black status. She was so overwhelmed in the beginning that she was like, I think I made a mistake. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. Her first day, she was just completely overwhelmed. But she did it. And she is one of the strongest leaders that I have ever met. She is truly one of a kind. If I had stopped at 7 after Lorenda, I wouldn't have gotten to Christina. My business would have been completely changed. You always need to be looking for just one more party, just one more sale, just one more new recruit. And it can completely change your business. After Christina, it took 23 more girls to find my next elite. 23. Are you seeing a pattern? Like 6, 24, 3, 8, 23. It takes time, and it takes just one more. That's all it takes. So your stuckness, I don't think that's an actual word, but it's my word. Your stuckness is something that you have to feel, because you're going to be able to help someone else, and you're going to be able to change someone else's life because of that. So those are some numbers. But the whole thing is, I was consistent. I just kept telling myself that I just needed one more. I knew I wasn't going to be stuck forever. And I want you guys to understand that. You're not going to be stuck forever. If you are truly doing income producing activities, if you are truly booking parties, if you are truly selling the products, if you are truly messaging people about the opportunity often, and sharing the opportunity on your Facebook page, and doing lifestyle posts and office view posts and everything that we do, you won't be stuck forever. This is just a minor blip in the grand scheme of things. You will be a Black status leader. You are a Black status leader. You just haven't gotten there yet. Every single one of you is a Black status leader that is just waiting to completely unleash the beast, okay? So stay consistent. Just always be looking for that one more.
Chapter 51.
I've been horrible about not reading comments, but Kara, you are stuck for a reason. And that reason is because you're going to be able to relate to those girls who are stuck at yellow and want pink. They want pink more than they can breathe. You're going to be able to relate to them. But look at yourself. Look at this as a time that you can see, what am I doing and where can I be better? What can I be doing more of? Is my profile open to the public? Am I posting 8 to 10 times a day about something unique related? It doesn't even have to be unique related. Just within that mix. There are so many things that you can assess on your page to see, why am I stuck? What do I need to do differently? The only way that you're going to grow is when you are able to pinpoint what you're doing and how you can do it better. So you have to actually be able to look the demon in the eye and say, okay, this is where I fell short, but this is where I can do it better next month. Or even start now. If you want pink, I have a pink group that I'm doing right now. We started it the other day, but the end result is for September 30th. So having that little extra buffer time, I'm able to work with them on mindset so that come September 1st, they are able to run with it. So do some soul searching, do some reading. Read Girl Code if you haven't. Read You Are a Badass. I have so many personal development books that I just absolutely love. You need to dig in and see what you are doing, where you fell short, and where you can do better. So that's the biggest thing, is don't brush it under the rug. you're not going to be stuck forever. You will get there. And it may take you longer than someone else. And that's okay. Just don't compare yourself. And then last thing I wanted to talk about was authenticity. Be vulnerable. Put yourself out there. You are going to be able to relate to more people if you are able to take down that wall. Your life is not perfect. You are not perfect. Don't try to paint this picture of you being perfect. Let them into your life. Let them see the good, bad, and the ugly. Let them see that sometimes you're not at your best. Sometimes you fall short as a mom, as a wife. Be vulnerable. Share your struggles. Share your experiences. Share when you're on the Hot Mess Express, okay? People relate to people that are normal. We are not on a pedestal. We don't need to be painting this picture perfect life. We work from home, and sometimes working from home with kids running around is a million times harder than if I were to just escape to an office. It's not perfect. And it has its days where I just want to like punch a wall. I'm going to be really honest. Be honest. Be open with people. Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to share your why. Don't be afraid to share your struggles. I have used this platform to help other women who have struggled with eating disorders, who have struggled with self-worth issues, who have struggled with low self-esteem, who have struggled with not realizing that they were capable of doing something with their life. I have used this platform because I have been vulnerable and I have been authentic to me. My life is not perfect. I am not perfect. And people relate to that. So, put yourself out there. Do things that are uncomfortable. And it's okay to be like, guys, this is really freaking me out. Like, this is my first live feed and I am nervous, so give me some hearts. Put it out there. Let them know that you are real. You're not a robot. Okay? And I lost my train of thought. But I think where I was going to go with that was, don't be afraid to use your personal page as your sole business page. Okay? 90% of my business, actually probably 95+%, is from my personal page. And there's multiple reasons why I do that. And everyone has their own way of doing it. Some people only use their business page. Some people only use their VIP page. I use my personal page because I am a real everyday woman. I am a mom. I am a wife. I am a one-way ticket on the Hot Mess Express. I am going to Hot Mess Express Island and probably never coming back. And people can relate to that. So, by using your personal page, you are able to show them your life and how unique fits into it. Okay? So, I do have a business page, and I do post on it every now and then. I have a VIP page that I post in every now and then. It's mostly there so that when the holidays come, I can do like a Black Friday deal. I can do flash sales if I need to. But people get to see me and relate to me on different levels when it's on my personal page. They get to see my life story, how unique is intertwined into it, and how I get to have fun doing it, and how I'm growing as a person at the same time. So the people that have watched me from the very beginning on my personal page, they're seeing that growth. They're seeing my confidence. They're seeing the way I carry myself taller than I ever have before. They're seeing me growing in front of their eyes. They are literally watching the evolution of you. And that's a really important thing for sponsoring. People are going to see the changes in you when you are showing your life. They are going to be intrigued because they want that. They want what is happening to you. But if you're not showcasing your journey and showcasing how you are growing as a woman or man, I don't know if you guys have any men in your team. If you're growing as a man, that's cool too. But they're seeing you become a better version of yourself, a more inspiring version, a more positive person. You are changing in front of their eyes, and they want that. They want whatever you have. So by using your personal page, you are able to do more than just share an opportunity. You are able to impact them and influence them from their emotions. You are able to give them something that is missing in their life that they are yearning for. So, if you are stuck, you're not going to be stuck forever. If you're unhappy with where you are in your business, you can change it. It's all right here. You're in the driver's seat. Jesus may have taken the wheel, but you are leading the way. You are leading where it is going. So, you are not going to be stuck forever, and you are a black status leader. You just haven't realized it yet. You are a diamond in the rough. You just need to believe in yourself to uncover that sparkly, amazing goodness within yourself. And it's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. But you have to believe in yourself. No one can want it for you. No one can do it for you. But that's all I have for you. So I know I missed a lot of comments. So I will be manually just answering those. But starting right now, if there is anyone that has questions, feel free to drop them below and I will answer them. Yes, do it scared. I love it. If you're gonna do it scared. That's the only way to do it. And people think that we don't get nervous when we do live feeds. My heart was pounding. I may have sweaty armpits right now. It doesn't get easier. You just get better. And you get more comfortable. It's just like riding a bike. The more you do it, the better you get. And the easier it gets, but you still get those nerves. You still get a little flustered, but you just gotta hit the button, and just as soon as it starts rolling and it starts counting down 3, 2, 1, you're on camera, and you gotta just amp up your energy and just pretend like you're talking to your best friend. You're talking to your favorite person in the world. But as soon as that video goes on, you're amped up and you're ready to go, because there's no turning back. Okay? So just do it, and do it scared. So, your bit sweat like crazy too. Yeah. Oh, got air them out sometimes. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop them below and I will try to answer them for you real quick. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Do some reading. Don't feel guilty taking time for you. Don't feel guilty plopping down on a couch and reading a book. You need to work on yourself. I love you too, Lauren, and I love you guys. I love you so much. You make notes. It's totally okay to have notes. Like, I've got notes in front of me because sometimes I just need to like stay on track and at least have a word that like can like jog something in my mind. I'm trying to think. Of my elites, I only knew Christina before Unique. Let's see. Lisa, obviously, I found her through Nicole. And Nicole, I didn't know. She hosted a party she bought from my sister's party and then hosted a party for me. Sarah Potter was through a party. Lorenda, I reached out to her cold market. She was someone that I added as a friend on Facebook just through the Friends of Friends method. I don't know if you guys know that or not. So we did not know each other. She was completely cold market. Kim Hammerton, she was her girlfriend, who's now one of our elites as well, hosted a party for me in the very beginning. And then she hosted a party for me. And then later down the road, she just ended up joining. And then one of my other elites, she was just a random, she followed me on Facebook and she said I really inspired her. And so she ended up joining. And then one of my others, Crystal, she knew my husband, but I had gone through and like added all of his like friends that are girls onto my page. So she kind of got to watch them, but I had only met one of my elites in real life, as I say. And a lot of that is, I've actually been going through my list, seeing of my personally enrolled, how many I actually knew before Unique. And it's pretty amazing how many of them are cold market or people watching my journey on Facebook and just wanted to be a part of it. They wanted that. So yes, you have to fill your cup. Christina is local. Yeah. Before we just moved in the end of March. Before that, she was maybe 10 minutes away from me. So 2 Black status leaders within like probably like a 10-mile radius of each other. So yeah. Oh my goodness. No. There is always someone that wants to buy or wants to join your team. You just have to find them. So if you live in a small town, that doesn't mean you have to sell in your small town. Social media is a big world out there. Like, I had done the statistics at one time of like the population of like the US and all kinds of stuff. Population of the world. You have a limitless potential with social media. It's just a matter of getting those people on your Facebook page and building a relationship with them. If you can build a relationship on them with them, you are going to have a higher chance of getting them to trust you enough to be their sponsor and to help them succeed. So it has nothing to do about how big your town is. A lot of my team, actually almost a huge portion of Christina's team is within a 15-mile radius of her. Yeah, we all have friends that kind of overlap, but we find new friends. 90% of my business is people that I've never met in my life. Customers that I found on Facebook that have friended me that I honestly could not tell you how we became friends, but they're part of my life. Because we've built that relationship so much that I don't even remember whether it was a party, if it was a party, what party, if I added them as a friend on Facebook, if they friend requested me. I have no idea. But 90% of my business is people I've never met that were complete strangers. It's not my family. It's not my friends. It's not my neighbors that are purchasing from me. Your business is outside of your circle. That is where you are going to build a business and an empire, is outside your circle, outside your comfort zone. Make conversations with people. My husband has been pushing me that instead of like blitzing people when we're out at restaurants and out in public about the business opportunity, just get them to friend request me on Facebook. Hey, I do a lot of tutorials on makeup and I love your makeup. You should totally follow me on Facebook. It's like in-person friend requesting. If I can get someone onto my Facebook page, I can build a relationship with them. So hopefully that helps. Let's see. I'm missing a lot of questions here. When you randomly friend request someone and they accept it. It's been an evolution of trial and error with me. In the beginning, I would add them, I would wait a few hours, and then I would friend request them. Or not friend request them, I would message them. And I would vomit all over them. And that's actually a funny thing because Lorenda was one of the people that I verbally vomited on. But she was so sweet that she didn't really care. She was just like, oh, thanks for the ad, blah, blah, blah. But then I realized I was scaring a lot of people off with this. I work for this company and we have this amazing mascara and it's like lash extensions and it's blah, 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 blah. You should totally join my team. What? Totally scared them off. So there's probably a lot of people that I scared off, but I was able to reel them back in as they watched me. Then I kind of evolved to, I will thank them for the friend request. So I'll say, hey girl, thanks for the ad. I know we don't really know each other, but I noticed that we have X, Y, and Z in common. and I'm always looking for new ladies to network with. So I tried that. Some people would just read it and not really respond. Some people are like, oh, awesome, what do you do? And so at this point, I get them to watch what I am doing. I may go to their Facebook page and like and comment on a few items so that I'm being seen in their news feed, and then I let what I post do the rest of the work. So, I mean, there's lots of different ways to do it, but at this point, I do not message anyone after they've added me. So, awesome. So, if anyone has any questions, feel free to message me. And if you want to follow me, just make sure to hit the follow button instead of the friend request button. I have less than 1,000 spots left, so I'm saving those for customers and potentials. So feel free to follow me, hit the follow button, not the friend requested button. But I love you guys, and I will be making my way through these comments just to make sure that I reach everyone. But I love you guys, and remember, you are a Black Status Leader.